right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. Dave Cackley's over yonder. It is Thursday. We're marching our way through another week here today. 85 the expected high. It's going to be balmy. It's going to be perfect. And here we are. What are you drinking over there?
This is a fountain Sprite from McDonald's.
Oh.
I'm always disappointed in of all the carbonated beverages.
Yes.
I think the lamest is Sprite.
Really?
I'm never excited to have a Sprite. Like if I'm gonna have a Pepsi, that's great. I had a Mountain Dew for the first time in a long time a couple of days ago.
Okay.
I nursed a 12-ounce can for like 2 hours.
Wow.
It was so incredible and so great. And I still believe Mountain Dew is the best tasting anything.
Okay.
Food, drink, the best taste is Mountain Dew. Now, it can dissolve a mouse, evidently. If you put a mouse in a glass of Mountain Dew over time, it will dissolve the mouse from the acid.
Really?
So, yeah.
That couldn't just be natural deterioration of the mouse?
No, I think if you look up Mountain Dew dissolves a mouse on the Googles.
A live mouse or a dead mouse?
Confirm that. Well, I think the mouse will drown in the Mountain Dew, and then it will the Mountain Dew, the ingredients.
I didn't get them through the hole in the top of the bottle.
No, not see. I just said you pour it into a glass.
Oh, I don't want to do that. You get the glass dirty,
and then murder the mouse that way, and then the Mountain Dew will take care of the rest.
No.
Yeah, if you ever have the desire to do that at some point,
I don't.
My point is I'm just it's okay. Sprite is okay. It's fine. Yeah. It's just I'm always left wanting something else.
Well, why would you order it then?
To me, it's a waste of carbs because I'd already had caffeine. I had a 5-hour energy earlier, so I didn't want to order a Coke with all the sugar and the caffeine, doubling up on the caffeine and give myself palpitations. That's not a good thing. So, I went with the Sprite, and I was disappointed.
You are complicated.
As I usually am.
You are complicated.
Okay.
You know
I'm
that?
really not. I'm actually very, very basic.
No, you're not. You're highly complicated. Well, I had a 5-hour energy, and I didn't want to get too much caffeine or sugar, and then I wanted to do this, and I wanted to do that, and I had to do my crunches, and I had to do. I
did my crunches this morning, and I did my curls, and I did the butterflies.
Vanity has got to be the biggest pain in the ass I've ever heard of.
Well, here's my thing. I'm bald, and I'm old. I can't. I gotta at least be somewhat in shape.
See, I'm bald. I'm old. I'm older than you. I'm fat. I'm happy.
You're married, so it's all over for you.
It's
been over for quite some time. I don't want to be. I have zero desire to enter into what I consider to be a sacred institution.
Yes.
I don't think I'm wired for it. I could be wrong. Maybe one day it'll happen. I just don't see it, and I'm fine with that because I'm happy. I'm good.
All right. Well, take your happiness and tell us about the news then.
All right, let's get into it. Former special prosecutor Robert Mueller testified on Capitol Hill on Wednesday. During his testimony, Mueller refused to answer more than 200 questions, contradicted himself, forgot what was in his own report, and basically generally wasted everybody's time. At the end of the day, the one question still not answered: would you have indicted the president if he was not the president? Now the Congress, now they all go on recess for 6 weeks. It was just a waste. It was, to me, the worst thing about this was it wasn't, what did or didn't come out of the report or his testimony. It was just bad TV. I want good TV. I want theatrics. Give me something. Give me a better performance than that, Robert Mueller. Come on. I understand you're 75 and you'd rather be eating pudding at Porter Hills. I understand you're at that point in your life, but you were a bona fide Vietnam War hero. You were a Marine. But I think most people, after watching this, you got to be thinking, how involved was he really in this investigation? Because it didn't seem like he knew a lot, or he couldn't tell a lot. But it was a bad look for Mueller. Really, it was disappointing. It was. How
long has it been since the investigation was filed? The report was filed.
Well, this was the Mueller report came out in April.
Okay, all right, no, stop.
Okay.
Stop.
So,
let me retort. So it's been since April. Mm-hmm. How many pages was it long?
448.
Okay. So let me ask you, Dave, back in April.
Yes.
Would you maybe need a reference back to a page or two on something that was put together and filed back in April?
No,
if you were being grilled on it.
Well, if I was being grilled on something, I would have my facts down. If I was testifying before Congress, you know what they're going to ask you. You know what they're going to ask you. And look, in fairness to Robert Mueller, I believe he's 75 years old. Maybe if you're 75 years old, you shouldn't be heading up this investigation. I know he was.
Why
he
are
was
you
just
trying
a young,
to make this an age
he
thing?
was just a young. He was just a young 73-year-old pup at the time. But maybe not. I don't know. I mean, but who knows? Hey, we got a 72-year-old president. Joe Biden's going to be. If Joe Biden gets elected, he'll be 77. So maybe I'm putting too much emphasis on the age thing. Maybe you're right. But he did not come off well, and it wasn't. Like I said, the worst thing for me was it was just bad TV.
Okay.
I wanted a better show. Give me a better show, for God's sakes.
Sorry,
It's a
your
waste of
entertainment
my
level
time.
wasn't there.
A waste of my time. It was more disappointing than this Sprite.
Oh, your life is a series of just letdowns. I feel for you.
No, not at all. See, this is the thing: is I'm a genuinely happy person. It's not a letdown. It's not just bad TV experience.
Next story. Did I really need a complicated morning like this? I didn't.
Well, what's complicated about it?
You.
No complications.
You're worse than a girl.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
Anyway,
Are you doing this on
congratulations.
Purpose?
Hey, you and I talked about this a little bit. I believe it was either earlier this week or late last week. Congratulations to Elon Musk and Tesla.
Oh.
Elon Musk and Tesla.
Yep.
Congratulations. In the last quarter, the electric car maker lost only 400 and what?
Quarter.
I said the electric. Shh.
Just telling you, it's not.
Stop with that shit. Stop.
Can't help it.
Anyway, lost only $408 million. This despite a record number of sales in the second quarter. This was an improvement over the previous quarter when Tesla took a $702 million dump all over the auto industry. Shares also fell 10%. So
you know what was an improvement?
Basically, my point of a couple of days ago was made. The Tesla has been a failure. The electric cars have been failure. So would you drive one? I would think this was something that was affordable. I'd drive. But most people wouldn't. That's the problem. That's the problem with like car guys. People who really like cars, really into cars, are not buying electric cars.
Okay.
Because they don't like the sound. You like the sound of an engine.
Yeah.
Of a gas guzzling, carbon emitting, nasty. That's what you want when you're a car guy. You don't want that. You don't want that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Anyway. Finally, great Andy O weather. You touched on the weather a little bit. It's hitting the lakeshore now. Afternoon high temperatures and not expected to hit 90 anywhere around the Great Lakes, the lakeshore, or most of the state for at least the next 7 to 10 days. Most high temperatures will be in the low to mid 80s, so very comfortable for you. Once again, I like to cater some of this stuff to Andy O. You're going to like this. This is going to be a positive, upbeat thing for you as somebody who likes to huddle in around your air conditioner.
I do.
With the shades drawn. You keep the temperature at an unseasonably cool 64. So there you go. It's good. Maybe open the windows.
No.
Maybe turn down the air conditioner. Save yourself some money. Hey, save the planet. I know you're big on that.
I'm all about that.
You want to lessen your carbon footprint because it's a crisis that you lay awake at night. You lose sleep over. You've lost hours, nay, days of sleep worrying about the planet burning up. So, hey, now is your chance. You'll be able to turn down that air conditioner, save the planet.
All that. And guess what? You can't say quarter. So.
Sports. Tigers lose again. They're in late mid-season, early season form. They get blanked by the Phillies 4-0. Cubs win. They beat Frisco 4-1. That's sports.
Have yourself a great Thursday. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Bye.